Hello there guys, it's Matt here again, and welcome back for another diecast car review. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Maisto 125 scale Plymouth GTX. So here's the car in front of you, looking very awesome, in a nice orange. So this was the only colour that I could get it in, orange, but that's really cool. Really nice colour. So this is the Plymouth GTX in 125 scale. So this is actually slightly smaller than my other cars, because I collect 124 scale cars. So this is going to be slightly smaller, but I know the reason why they made it smaller, and they didn't make it 124 scale, because in real life this is actually a really massive car, and if they made it 124 scale, I don't think it would fit in the box, because it's really big, because it just about fitted in the box in 125 scale. But yeah, so that's probably why they made it slightly smaller. And also, it doesn't make a big difference if you collect 124 scale and you got this 125 scale car. It doesn't make a difference. There's a very small difference. You won't even notice the difference if you got a slightly bigger one than this. So don't worry about that. There's no difference whatsoever. I can't even notice it. So it'll look fine in your collection. So yeah. So anyway, so let's look at the car. So here's the car. I did purchase this car, or I did buy this car from Model Zone. I went to the Model Zone shop in Cambridge and I bought this car for actually a really good deal. They've actually got a special deal on at the moment. If you buy three cars, you get them for the price of two, so 3 for 2, so that's pretty good. So I bought 3 diecast cars for £25, which is the price of 2, so that's pretty good. So that's what I did. I will put a link in the description down below where you can purchase this car from. So let's get on with the review. So here's the car in a nice orange kind of colour. So let's look at the front of the car first. So here you can see you've got these nice chrome strips around the front here, which looks very, very nice. You've got these nice translucent plastic lights in there, a little GTX badge there, it looks very cool. Nice chrome bumper there, looks really mirrored, looks like a little mirrored effect there. The little lights at the bottom here, which looks very cool. The little Plymouth license plate there, number plate, which is just a sticker really, just sticked on there. It looks really cool. You got the hood of the bonnet here. Now this black strip is actually painted with a matte black paint, which is really nice. It feels nice as well. It's really cool, really nicely done there. And on the side here it says 440.6, which is probably something to do with the engine there as well. And also the engine cover, or the hood, does open, but it's kind of hard to open because it doesn't open like directly under here. You have to it's just above, so you have to put your finger underneath that. So kind of easy, but yeah, you know what I mean. So it does lift up nice and easily, and it comes up that far, which is pretty cool. And then you can see the engine in there, very nicely painted, and looks really accurate to the car. Actually looks nicely detailed as well, so that's pretty cool. And it also does shut nice and easily as well, so that's really cool. And there's the windscreen there as well, made of a nice hard plastic as well. You can't really see into inside the car there, probably because it's all black inside, but it's a nice clear windscreen there as well, so that's pretty cool. Onto the side of the car, you can see it looks really, really long actually, like all American cars back in the 70s were. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention that this car is from 1970, so I did forget to mention that, so sorry about that. So as you can see, it's a really long car, really, really long. So here are the wheels. Not much detail on the wheels here, but you can see they're the wheels. And now I do have one bad thing about these wheels: they don't turn left or right, they're just stuck in this position, and they also sound loose, like rattling about. That's kind of bad. They don't, because some other Maisto cars, they turn left and right and they're a bit more stiff and they don't rattle about. So that's kind of bad thing about these wheels on this car. They're kind of rattly. But there you go, that's no big deal for me because I put my cars on display. So there you go. And you got a little indicator sticker there as well. You got this nice black strip going across the whole car there. And a nice little window there. And you got a nice little mirror there as well, with a little reflective stick as well. And if you open up the door, it comes out about that far, which is pretty decent. And take a look in the passenger side. You can't really see inside there, but it is really nicely painted and detailed inside there. As you can see, the seats there in the back, not much detail, but it is nicely painted and all that, but you can't really see inside there though. Also the seats are loose, do move about quite a bit. I don't know what that is, but I did look at another one of this car in the store, and it was exactly the same. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like this or it's a defect or something, but I'm fine with it. It doesn't look too bad or anything, so I'm fine with that. and also the doors do close nice and easily as well. And there's the back door, obviously. Around the rim of the tyre, you've got this nice chrome strip, which is pretty cool. And up here it does say GTX as well, so that's really nicely done. Now onto the back of the car, you can see it does look very, very nice, and this is definitely my favourite part of the car, so that's why I really like this. Under the bump here, you've got a nice chrome strip there of the bumper. It looks very, very nice. I do like that a lot. You've got these nice painted rear lights. See lights at the back there, just painted red, really. No plastic like the front ones, no translucent plastic. Up top here says GTX. Along here, cannot see it though, it does say Plymouth along there. You've got the Plymouth number plate there as well. Got two little lights here as well, and you've got the exhaust there as well, which looks very, very nice. And you got the back windscreen there as well, also made of a tough plastic as well. Now you cannot open the boot or the trunk, but it does actually look like you can open it, because there's like little lines down the side here and like gaps down the side. I actually thought you could open it, but you can't, so that's another disappointing thing about this car. I think you should be able to open it, because that would look really cool, but you can't, so there you go. And here's the other side of the car, exactly the same as the other side. Now take a look in the driver's side, and you can see there's the steering wheel, just about see that there, the door there. So there you go, really nicely done. And also the steering wheel does move, I think. No, it doesn't move, it's fixed, so the wheels are fixed, which is kind of disappointing, but there you go. And that door does shut nice and easily as well. That's very cool. Let's take a look underneath. And underneath of the car is just one big sheet of plastic with some little details here, but that's kind of boring actually. But you can see the exhaust at the top there as well, so that's pretty boring base there. So as you can see, it does say 1970 Plymouth GTX scale 125 Maisto, made in China. So yeah, so pretty plain base underneath, and yeah, so that's the car. Now the car paint job is very nicely done, nice orange, nice glossy colour, but the bad thing about it, because the lighting that I'm using makes the car look a lot brighter. So what you're seeing right now isn't the actual colour of the car, it's a lot darker than this. So yeah, that's kind of a bad thing about this orange. It does show up lighter on the camera, but it's actually darker. So I will show some photos of the car without the lighting at the end of this video, so you actually get a feel for what it's actually like. So yeah, so overall, I think I'll give this car maybe a 9 out of 10, because the wheels do rattle and they also don't turn. But apart from that, it's a very, very nice car, and I do really like this car. Really nicely detailed, great paint job on the car, and I do really like this. So if you're highly into American muscle cars from the 70s and really love Plymouths, then I'd highly recommend getting this car, as it is a very, very nice car to have in your collection. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll check you guys out later.